What up, G Life fam? It's your boy MC Shadow. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Check out the playlist. The playlist will have all the videos, and the folder makes the video you're looking for a lot easier. You know what I mean? And do share and like and comment and all that. You know, I would appreciate it. Now, what's more important? What I wanted to talk about. What's more important in a song, the beat or the lyrics? Now, the answer that everybody's looking for, but it's a false answer, is the lyrics. The lyrics should be the most important part of a song. It should. It honestly should. You know what I mean? If we're talking about music-wise, you know, the lyrics should be the most important part of a song. But even though it should be the most important part of the song, doesn't mean that it is. And what I mean is that most people do say that it's the lyrics and everything like that, but when they're actually hearing music, it's the beat. It's the beat. You know, I know it should be the lyrics, but at the end of the day, no matter what you want to say, it is the beat. 9 times out of 10, people, if they're not feeling that beat, they're gonna skip the song. They're not even gonna wait for the lyrics to come in. You know, like, you know how the beats always play in the beginning? They're not even gonna wait for the vato to start singing or rapping or anything like that. If they're not feeling the beat, they're gonna press next. They are. That's just the way it is. Why that is, I don't know. Me, on the other hand, I actually, you know, give the rolas a chance and stuff like that, but a majority of people do not. That's just the way it is. A majority of people do not. Now, there's a chance sometimes where the beat, it's decent. It's decent. It's passable. You know what I mean? So you're hearing it out, and then the lyrics come in, and you know, they could gel to it. They could vibe to it. You know what I mean? But it's rare that actually happens. And more with like the slice of life type songs where they're talking about like emotions and like real life scenarios and stuff like that. That's even harder. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people will have like a sympathy beat or whatever, but then their lyrics don't match the tone of their beat, or their beat is on some West Coast shit, but their raps are more like talking about like, you know, more sympathy stuff. So it feels like it doesn't go together. Compared to when a song has a sympathy beat, and then as soon as you come in with the amount of tone and energy, you know, if it matches the tone of your beat, it's gonna go perfect. It's gonna hit perfect. Why a lot of people like Only God Could Judge Me, Dear Mama, you know, and all that from Tupac. It's the amount of energy he came into the rolas with. You know what I mean? It matched the tone of his beat. Those are a little bit more harder because matching the tone of the beat is a lot more difficult. It really is. You know what I mean? And with the slice of life rolas, it's really, really hard for those songs are really hard for them to hit. But when they do, it'll be like a classic, you know. But they're difficult to do, you know, because you're trying to dive into something that, you know, people could relate to, you know, with a lot of emotions. That's just something that's hard to do. You know what I mean? But when it's done right. You know what I mean? Now, even though it should be the lyrics, it's majority times the beat. Now, because the reason why I bring it up is because a lot of people get it confused. Like, a lot of people say, like, man, this song is bad, you know, this song is badass and whatever. And you hear it and you're like, what? This song is not as good as, like, why would he say it's badass if it's not that good? And then you ask them, they'll be like, well, you didn't hear what he was talking about? Like, that shit was some deep shit. A lot of people sometimes like the songs because they could relate to them. Them themselves could relate to them. That's why when they show other people, the people don't have the same reaction to it, you know, like how they had it. You know what I mean? Everyone's just going to feel music differently depending on, you know, if you can relate to it or not. You know, it's how you're going to like the jam. That's why I always say, like, just because I like a song doesn't mean everyone else is going to like it. You know what I mean? It's meant... Some songs are meant for some people, not for all people. That's just how music works. It's not made for everybody. We're not all gonna like the same song. We're just not. Even the best of the best songs, whether we're talking about Elvis, the Rolling Stones, System of the Down, Little Rob, Tupac, Ice Cube, the greatest of the greatest songs, not everyone likes them. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. That's how music works. You know what I mean? And it's forever just gonna be like that. It just depends on, you know, people could relate to the rolas or not. You know, because there's some songs that some people, you know, be like, man, but you didn't hear what they were saying. No, what they were saying, I agree, is dope stuff. It's chingon, it's badass. But just the way that the beat was kind of like lackluster. The beat wasn't really all that great. You know what I mean? And then, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing I will say. If you have a rola that's beat is whack, but the lyrics are fire, and then you have another song that the beat is fire but the lyrics are whack, 9 times out of 10 people will be able to withstand the song that has a better beat than the other one. Because the beat does make a whole lot of difference. If you really don't feel that beat, it's really, really hard to pay attention to the song. You know what I mean? And sometimes, like I said, the rapper's whack as hell, but if the beat's good, it elevates his rap. Like, people will be able to, that's why there's some people be like, how could you think this song is badass? Like, that fool's not even keeping up with the beat. It's just that the beat is so good that people just could ignore that. Compared to if the lyrics suck, fool. I mean, if the beat sucks and the lyrics are good, people just won't even give it a time of day. That's just the way it is. Because it's the one that sets the rhythm in motion. So a lot of songs do, their beats are like kind of lackluster, but what they're saying is legit. I understand that. It's just that a majority of people, that's just how music works. They tend to home in more on the beat than they do the actual verses. Because the line, and I know you guys could all relate, when you put on a song and it starts playing, there's sometimes you don't even wait for them to start rapping and you press next. I know you guys have all done it. That already should let you know that the beat does make a whole lot of difference. You know what I mean? And that's why sometimes, like, these songs ain't like, well, you didn't think that song was good? Like, well, no, I mean, what he was saying was dope, just that the beat was, it wasn't doing it. And then sometimes I could say, man, that rola was badass, and they would be like, well, that shit sucked or whatever. Like, well, you didn't hear that beat. I'm telling you, the beat does make a whole lot of difference. Then you get one, the beat is badass, and if the lyrics are badass, that's what you call a real rola. That shit was banging. It was meant to be. Whether it's an emotional song, a love song, gangbanging song, party song, if the lyrics and the beat match in tone, it is going to be a rola that's badass. Because you could have some lyrical. That's why I always say, when you write the song, make sure you're hearing the beat while you write it, and you're getting the vibe to it. That way the song feels like it's actually one whole song, a good song. Compared to, you could have some lyrical ass shit, homie, like the best bars ever, fire stuff, but if the beat is on some lovey-dovey stuff or on some real life events and you're coming in all lyrical, the rola is not gonna be as chingon as you thought it was gonna be, because what you're spitting is fire, but it's just not matching with the tone of the beat. The beat was meant for some more, slice of life type stuff, real event, you know what I mean? That's just how it is, you know what I mean? Compared to you hear a beat where it's on some gangbanging shit, but the vato's over here talking about missing his girl and how how he has all these troubles in life and stuff like that, but the beat is on some gangbanging shit. It's just not gonna go, even though what he's saying could be true and on some like real life shit. Like, damn, what he's saying is legit. If it doesn't match the tone of the beat, people are not gonna give it the time of the day. That's why it's important to always don't try to fit whatever rap into whatever beat. Like, make sure you write it while you're hearing the beat. That way the energy, the tone, the amount of stuff that you're putting into it matches it. That way it feels like, oh man, this is like a legit song. Like, it feels like it's all one rola, compared to, man, it sounds like he wrote that shit for another song and he just wanted to add it to this. You know what I mean? That's just the way how music works, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Just because I've been asked, what's more important, the lyrics or the beat, by certain individuals, and and just wanted to answer that question, to them, and that's just my opinion. But what do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. What is your opinion on the music thing and all that? Leave it. I would like to hear what everybody has to say. You know what I mean? MC Shadow, we out.